Afternoon, good evening. Good evening. Today is September the 8th. Today is the day one of the greatest women, one of the greatest monarchs in the modern generation, in the modern time. A woman not most of us have grown to know as Queen Elizabeth II has passed away today at the age of 96. Um, I've grown up knowing that's the only queen I know. She took over from her dad, King George IV, in 1953. She was only 26 when she became the Queen of England. Um, she was survived by four kids, Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward. Um, she was survived by, she had a sister, Prince Margaret, who passed away in 2002. Her husband, Duke of Edinburgh, passed away last year. So it is a very quiet day. It is a very shocking day in the world. This is a woman who was the head of the Commonwealth at 26, being thrown to run to be the queen of a country or queen of countries, if I should say. She touched a lot of souls. She reached out to so many people. And all I can say is it's a very dark day in the history of the human history today, September the 8th, 2022. People are going to want us in years and years and years to come, where were you when the news of Queen Elizabeth had passed? I mean, she had been having a few ailments of recent, but was being monitored. But when it's time, it's time. Unfortunately, it was today. We're going to take a minute of silence. Thank you. It's still a big shock to all of us. She was like, she was just your old auntie, your grandma, who was so cool, so open-minded, so easy, and so calm. And she wasn't a political figure. She was a traditional figure. She was the first child of her parents, Queen Mother and King George. And when he passed away in his sleep in 1953, she was thrown into it, straight in there. And that's all she knew. So since the age of 26 to now, over 70 years, she's ruled England and other Commonwealth countries and touched so many lives, so many souls, the services provided for the United Kingdom, what she's brought in terms of revenue, in terms of tourism. You know, not a lot of countries still have monarchs, and England still has a monarch. So she will be handed over to her first son, who will be inaugurated tomorrow as the King of England, King Charles III. He's 73 years old. He's her first son, and he will be taking. He's her first child. It could have been a male or female. It's giving the rules are the first child has to inherit that position, king or queen. If it's a woman, if it's a boy or girl, doesn't matter. It has to be the first child. So after Charles, it will be his first son, who will be King William, and King William's first son, who's George. So it just goes on like that, like that. So just giving some education about the British monarchy. Yeah, yeah, it puts into perspective. There's more to life than just football. See what I mean? So yeah, may her soul rest in perfect peace. My pledge, my allegiance. Well, today was the first day of Europa Super League, Super League or soccer, whatever you want to call it these days. Uh, the group stage, United were drawn against Real Sociedad, and game was at Old Trafford. There was going to be a change lineup. Automatically, we all knew that he was going to play the same team that played against Arsenal on Sunday. So Maguire was brought into the team. Lindelof was brought into the team. Fred started. Um, Lingard brought back, Anthony started, Ronaldo started. But for some reason, this team just couldn't get it together. They just couldn't get it together. So overall, they lost to a very, very dodgy VAR call. And I mean, it was a very poor call for VAR. I'm sorry, that was no penalty under those circumstances. But this is what it is. So United will get up, get ready for the Crystal Palace game, not dwell too much on this defeat at home to Real Sociedad. We always seem to have a problem against Spanish teams. We always struggle against Spanish teams, but this is what it is. After you've heard such news of the Queen of England passing away, I mean, all my friends back home are in a state of shock all morning. My mum is upset. She called me this morning to say, Queen has passed. I checked the news to confirm it, and yes, she had passed away. I mean, the doctors monitored her through the evening. They didn't know she wasn't going to make it through today, and yes, she died in her palace in Balmoral, just on the outskirts of Scotland. She doesn't live in Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is more of an official palace for exhibitions and official duties. She doesn't live or stay in the Buckingham Palace, but most flats have been raised down to half mast today in respect. So in reference to football, Man United lost today. Lost the first home game in the Europa League campaign. So 5 more games to play, 2 more home games, and 3 more away games. So they have no points on the board. Dodgy penalty, couldn't find a goal, couldn't find the chances today, and then they lost. So I think they'll get it together. I will take it to see. It's not the end of the world. They just a defeat. So yeah, I'd rather start slow and win than start fast and lose, because we all know what happened the last time. We flew through the group, first 3 games won, and ended up not even qualifying for the group. So yeah. So on that note, I'll be having another session later on, but I just want to have a very low-key moment to remember Queen Elizabeth II. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Queen, you never forgotten. So good. Like, share, subscribe to our channel, and we'll keep you posted. Any news, anything you want to know, if there's anything you want to know about the British monarchy, don't hesitate to drop me a message. All right, take care. From me, it's goodbye and good night.